When I went to a restaurant yesterday and I tried the mashed potatoes, I ate. When I was walking around yesterday, I also saw a car drive around. BMW I ate. What do both of these have in common? Just go write it down. I ate. What was that basically? 18. Episode Daily Nourishment. The topic for today is going to be my case for why you should get to know your dishwasher. And unlike some people think, I don't machine. I mean the person washing the dishes. You may be asking, why would I get to know the dishwasher? Sometimes the dishwashers don't even speak a language I can understand, and this comes from personal experience. In the many kitchens I've worked, there's only been a few times where I've been able to fully understand the dishwashers. Like, for example, when I was working at a restaurant called George, the dishwasher named Gary, I could maybe half understand him, and he could maybe half understand me, but we still had a bond. I think the reason we had that bond is because I actually helped him wash the dishes on some days. I think that's something that you should always do. I think being a dishwasher gives you a completely different lens to look the rest of the kitchen through. A dish that you may think is really great, a dishwasher might hate. You know why? Because the rice grains on that plate might get stuck in the dishwasher and then they have to clean it out. Maybe a dish that you think is like, oh, that dish is not that special. The dishwasher might love because it's a soup that people almost always finish, and when they don't, it's a really thin soup that sprays out of the bowl really easily. I think being a dishwasher gives you a great perspective as well, because once you're on the bottom, you understand how everything works together. You can understand, oh, maybe when I'm doing this, maybe I can use the same cutting board twice instead of giving it off to the dishwasher. Instead of using 5 containers to clean the shrimp, maybe I can only use 3. You become more considerate of other people because you haven't been thinking empathetically because you've literally done the things that they've done. Dishwashing also gives you a great into a kitchen. Dishwashing is something generally where it doesn't have a huge skill level to start at. And for dishwashing, you usually just leave towards the end anyway. So even if you're slow, that's okay because there's usually not a huge rush. And in most kitchens, a lot of the staff will go help out the dishwasher anyway. And as long as you're nice to people, people will be nice to you. And then once you become more proficient with washing dishes, then you can go to your boss during maybe the slower prep time and be like, hey, there's no dishes for me to wash. Would it be okay if I peeled some potatoes or peeled some carrots or, I don't know, strain a stock? Because once you start doing those basic stuff, then they'll start trusting you with more. And eventually you can work your way out of being a dishwasher, even at a nice kitchen. That's probably how I would try to work my way into a higher levels of a kitchen now if I had no experience. I would go to the best kitchen I could find. I would start washing dishes, and then you would work your way up. Rather than if you wanted to get in that kitchen as well, just starting as a cook job, you'd probably have to start somewhere as a cook, start peeling potatoes there, and then after maybe a year, 2 years of experience, you could then go to this nice place and then start peeling potatoes again. While if you're a dedicated dishwasher, you can get onto that potato peeling start within 6 months, within 9 months. So I think that's a much more practical way of going. Another thing that dishwashers have is they have great stories and often have really insightful recipes too. There are many stories of chefs saying that they've learned a lot through about their cooking and a lot about different recipes and different cultures from the dishwashers. I think there's one chef, she wrote a book called Blood, Bones, and Butter, and she got a recipe for a fruit salad from one of the dishwashers. Really great stuff. Like, who would have thought, right? It's because everyone has something to offer. So it's always great to know the different people that are around you. I know this episode today is a little bit of a short one, but not too much to talk about dishwashers. I'm not going to bring you into, like, I don't know how the machine works because, spoiler, I don't know how the machine works. So maybe go find that out. Go let me know, and I'll see you tomorrow for episode 19.